Hello everyone, trust you all are doing great. I'm super excited to be here, and I want to sincerely thank you for subscribing to our channel. Want to thank you for the comment, want to thank you for the like, and I still want to ask you to click on your notification button so that when next we post educative video like this, you'll be the first to have access to it. Today's topic is on misconceptions that have affected people's life. I want you to say no to all this misconception I'm going to be listing today. And as you do so, you are in for a radiant lifestyle. Number one on my list is sag breasts. There's this misconception that women who breastfeed their babies will end up with sagging or sag breasts. That is a lie. This is the singular reason why mothers don't engage in even exclusive breastfeeding. Some people even go as far as not breastfeeding their child. It is not fair. I want to tell you that when you breastfeed your child, whenever you're breastfeeding your child, the only thing you need to take care of is the positioning. You have to work on the positioning, how you hold the baby and allow the baby to latch very well. So when you work on that, another thing that will help you to maintain your firm breast even after breastfeeding possible 4 to 5 kids is your nutrition. You don't need to apply anything to your breast. You don't need to deprive your baby of breastfeeding because you want to protect your breast. If you want to protect your breast, go for good nutrition. There are meals that will help you. I'm going to be making another video to tell you the kind of meal you can take in order to maintain a firm breast. Then the second misconception I have on my list is the misconception that diabetes is not for babies, that diabetes is not for kids, it's only for elderly or for adults. I want to let you know that there's juvenile diabetes. That diabetes affects both babies, affects kids. So you need to be very careful and intentional in what you feed your baby with. You need to be very much intentional with your child's nutrition. Yes, you need to be intentional with that. So know what you feed the babies with, know the kind of food you give your babies, and you are in for a radiant lifestyle. I have another one on my list. In the years back, especially in the African setting communities, there are mothers that end up losing lots of their babies. You give birth to a child, the child will die, reoccurring death of babies, and it was tagged that those babies are not born to survive. There are some parts of Africa call them abiku, some call them obanje, babies who are born to die. So this is because there was no adequate research and there was no adequate information as regards to that. But thank God for science. Science came to tell us that no baby is born to die. Babies are born to survive. That babies are born to survive. There's nothing like a baby is not supposed to live. And science came up with the resource factor. Resource incompatibility is what have been killing those babies in the past, and science have come to prove it and to ascertain that if you know your resource factor, you don't need to be having such miscarriages, and your baby will not die. Then what do? There's a solution to it. Science went as far as profiling solution. What is the solution? The Rogan injection will be administered to the mom. Once the Rogan is administered to the mom, the babies will all survive. Kudos to science for this. So there's nothing like abiku, there's nothing like obanje. I'm going to be making a full video on the resource incompatibility factor. So what am I trying to say? For you to have a radiant lifestyle, especially when it comes to birthing your child, know your resource factor. It has nothing to do with your genotype. Know your resource factor, and you are in for a radiant lifestyle. The last one I have on my list is this misconception that once a woman is up to 40 or above 40, she cannot give birth to a child, she cannot carry a child to full time, she cannot be pregnant. But I've come to tell you that, and science have come to prove it, that Even if you don't want, if you are above 40, you're above 45, you can still have your baby. How? There's IVF, you can still have it through IVF, or you can still carry your baby, have your baby through surrogacy. So I want you to sincerely, I want to beg you, please disregard this misconception. They are not true, they are lies, and be positive in your thinking, because everything work comes from your mind. Be positive, and you are in for a radiant lifestyle. And I still want to beg you, search, read more, get adequate information.